Welcome to the Twisted Nightmare Chronicles, your gateway to the eerie, the unexplained, and also the spine-chilling. Dive into a world of terrifying tales and mysterious encounters that will leave you questioning reality. Our latest story, Footsteps in the Attic. Imagine this, a story that will leave you looking over your shoulder long after the video ends. Stay tuned as we uncover strange and disturbing events from glowing UFOs to mind-bending positions. This cinematic narrative takes you a heart-pounding journey into the unknown. If you're a fan of dark, the mysteries, and alien abductions and psychological terror, you're in the right place. Join us as we explore alien sightings and abductions, paranormal events and cosmic horrors, disturbing stories brought to life with cinematic visuals, twists that will keep you on the edge of your seat. Stay tuned for our chilling new uploads every week. Subscribe to my channel, hit the bell notification, and let's embark on a twisted journey into the unknown. Believe me, you don't want to miss what's coming next. And know our story begins. The first time heard the footsteps, I told myself it was the house settling. An old house like this one that groaned and creaked as the wood expanded and contracted with the weather. That's what the realtor had said when I asked them about the strange noises during my first visit. At the time, it seemed like a harmless quirk of an aging home, one with its own personality. A very charming feature even. Now, I wish I had walked away. I'm scared. Fuck that. I'm terrified. As sit here alone tonight, clutching a flashlight with shaking hand. Every sound in the house feels amplified. Every shadow seems to crawl toward me. The footsteps started again just a few minutes ago. Slow, deliberate, and unmistakably human. I can hear them moving above me, pacing back and forth in the attic. The sound, wow, so freaking horrifying, so real, and so deeply disturbing that it makes my stomach twists in knots every time I hear it. Let me start from the beginning. It all began a week ago, the first night I spent in this house. The day had been a very long one. It was filled with unpacking boxes and arranging furniture, so I fell asleep. As soon as my head hit the pillow, and I fell into a deep sleep, something woke me in the middle of the night. It was faint at first, soft rhythmic creaking-like noise above my bedroom. My drowsy mind tried to rationalize it. Maybe it's the wind, maybe it's the old pipes. But as I came fully awake, I realized it was neither. Those were footsteps. Is someone there? I whispered into the dark. My voice felt small, weak, like a child's voice. But of course no one answered. So I, gathering what little courage I had, I grabbed my phone and turned on the flashlight, and headed to the attic to open it. Imagine being alone in a house and hearing footsteps above you. It's a fear so primal, so visceral, that it's hard to put into words. I was scared, so damned scared. I crept up to the attic door, which was at the end of narrow hallway. The air grew colder with every step I took, and the silence became so oppressive that it felt like the house was holding its breath. My hand trembled as I reached for the pull cord. I'm real scared, I thought, really scared. With hesitant tug, the ladder unfolded, and I stared up into the black void of the attic. The beam of my flashlight barely penetrated the darkness, revealing nothing but few old boxes and dust mote swirling in the air. But the footsteps had stopped. The silence was so deafening, like a heavy weight pressing down on me. Then I saw it. Something standing just out of sight, watching me. It was horrifying. I slammed the ladder shut and fled back to my room, locking the door behind me. Over the next few days, the atmosphere in the house grew strong. The air seemed thicker, heavier, like I was peering through an invisible fog. There were shadows stretching far in the corners of the rooms, and the feeling of being watched by someone or something never left me. One night, the footsteps returned, louder and more insistent. They didn't just pace. They stopped, started, and then stopped again, as if whoever or whatever was up there was waiting for something or someone. One night, as I lay in bed, clutching the covers like they could shield me from the terror, I noticed something even more horrifying. The sound, it was coming closer. The footsteps weren't confined to the attic anymore. They were on the stairs. Just imagine hearing something descending the stairs toward you in the dead of night is truly horrifying. I wanted to run. I wanted to leave this cursed house and never look back. But something kept me here. Curiosity, I guess, or the fear of looking foolish. Or maybe it's the house itself that's holding me in its grip. You have to face it, I told myself one night, my voice trembling. You have to know what's up there. Armed with a crowbar and a surge of desperate bravery, I decided to confront whatever was haunting me. The attic was the heart of it. I knew that much. I was imagining the moment I would come face to face with something unexplainable was very terrifying. As I climbed the ladder, the air grew colder. The flashlight shook in my hand, casting erratic beams of light across the attic's contents. The steps began again, slow and deliberate, circling me, but there was no one there. "Who are you?" I shouted, my voice breaking. "What do you want?" The footsteps stopped. Then silence. And then the most horrifying thing of all, a whisper. It was so faint, I almost thought I imagined it. But it was there. "Get out." The words were like ice water running down my spine. Hearing a voice in a place where you know you are alone is the definition of real fear. That's when I saw it. In the corner of the attic, near an old trunk, stood a figure. It was barely visible, a silhouette darker than the surrounding shadows. Its head tilted unnaturally, as if it were studying me. My flashlight flickered, and for a moment I saw its face. A grotesque, distorted figure with empty black eyes and mouth that twisted into a mockery of smile. I screamed and stumbled backward, falling down the ladder. The pain shot through my leg, but adrenaline kept me moving. I fled the house that night, running as fast as I could, not stopping until I was safe in my car. But even then, I couldn't shake the feeling that I wasn't alone. When I returned with a friend the next day to retrieve my belongings, the attic was empty. No boxes, no trunk, no sign that anyone or anything had ever been there. But the feeling remained, that oppressive, suffocating presence. And the footsteps. They followed me. I can hear them now, pacing above me in this motel room as I write these words. This is really scary. This is some truly horrifying shit. And now, dear reader, as you sit in your quiet home, imagine hearing footsteps above you. Imagine knowing that no matter where you go, something is always there, watching, listening, and waiting. Imagine looking into the mirror and seeing a face that isn't yours, because that's what I see now. That's what's staring back at me. Do you hear it? The footsteps? Are they in your attic too? Thank you for venturing into the unknown with us on Twisted Nightmares Chronicles. If this tale sent shivers down your spine, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to uncover more twisted tales. Have haunting of your own, too. Drop it in the comments below or email me at davisjohn7024@gmail.com. Until next time, keep listening, but be careful what you hear and see.